Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this video, the full version is available on Patreon. I'll be uploading all my content there going forward.
Chapter 1. See Circle Calendar 1476, New World. World Government Wanted Order. Pirate, Magneto Bai Ye. Ability, Paramecia Magnetic Fruit Ability User. Crime, killing Marine Rear Admiral, destroying Marine Branch. Bounty, 100 million berries. I'm actually wanted. Sure enough, the Marine in this world is not a good thing. Bai Ye was walking on the street, seeing his arrest warrant in the newspaper. Bai Ye said very speechlessly. Bai Ye is a time traveler. It's just that Bai Ye didn't travel to the age of great voyages, but to the era when rocks dominated 40 years ago. The era of rocks, this is an era that is more chaotic than the era of great navigation. Countless pirates burn, kill, and plunder the sea, and even Marine can't control it. Bai Ye, who just crossed over, encountered a group of desperate pirates. Just when Bai Ye was desperate, a silver-white strange fruit covered with yellow lightning patterns appeared in front of Bai Ye. As a time traveler, Bai Ye recognized at a glance that this is the magnetic fruit in the world of One Piece. That is the ability of Eustace Kid among the 11 supernovas of the later generations. Although in the world of One Piece, there are many powerful devil fruit abilities. But now Bai Ye has no choice. In order to survive in the chaotic new world, Bai Ye ate the fruit decisively without the slightest hesitation, and gained the power to control the magnetic force. Relying on the ability of magnetic fruit, he killed these pirates and survived by luck. Magnetic fruit allows the user to have the power to control the magnetic force, and rely on the magnetic force to easily control all metals. Looking at it this way, magnetic fruit is not a powerful devil fruit in front of other Logia, Paramecia, and Phantom Beast devil fruits. But Bai Ye is a time traveler, and Bai Ye, who has received modern education, is very aware of the power of magnetism. Magnetism. These are the four basic forces. There is magnetism in any substance, as well as magnetism generating electricity, electromagnetic induction, magnetism generating heat, etc. It can be said that in Bai Ye's eyes, magnetic fruit has great development prospects. And in the movies of the previous life, there are many abilities related to magnetism. Among them, the super electromagnetic run released by Bai Ye just now was developed by Bai Ye according to the moves of Sister Pao in the anime. With the development of the magnetic fruit, Bai Ye quickly gained the ability to protect himself in New World. In normal times, while developing the ability of magnetic fruit, Bai Ye would occasionally play a guest role as a pirate hunter to earn bounties through pirates. Relying on the ability of magnetic fruit, Bai Ye soon won the title of Magneto King. As for why Bai Ye is wanted, that's from a week ago. Bai Ye killed a pirate with a bounty of 50 million. Just when Bai Ye took the pirate's body to the Marine branch in exchange for a bounty, the Marine Rear Admiral in the Marine branch actually wanted to embezzle Bai Ye's bounty. How could Bai Ye bear this? Bai Ye directly activated the power of magnetic fruit. Relying on the power of magnetic fruit, Bai Ye directly killed the Marine Rear Admiral and destroyed the Marine branch at the same time. In this way, Bai Ye was offered a reward of 100 million berry by the world government, and at the same time won the title of Magneto King. Look, why is that person so familiar? I also feel that he looks very familiar. He is Magneto Bai Ye, a pirate with a bounty of 100 million berry. At this moment, several pirate hunters noticed Bai Ye, and couldn't help but look at Bai Ye. 100 million berry? If we kill him, will we get his bounty? Of course, this is 100 million berries. Then what are you waiting for? Attack! Facing 100 million Baileys, the eyes of these pirate hunters couldn't stop showing greedy light. For the sake of 100 million Baileys, without the slightest hesitation, these pirate hunters directly attacked Bai Ye with long swords in their hands. Pirate Bai Ye, die for me! Your bounty, we want! A few pirate hunters who couldn't wait rushed directly in front of Bai Ye, slashing fiercely at Bai Ye with the long sword in their hands. But what surprised him was that in the face of these fierce attacks, Bai Ye seemed to be unable to see, and had no intention of dodging. When the sharp long knife was about to hit Bai Ye, an unbelievable scene appeared. The long knife in the pirate hunter's hand stopped suddenly just a few minutes away from Bai Ye's head. "Are you trying to kill me?" Bai Ye turned his head, looked at the pirate and said in a bad tone. "How is this going? What have you done?" These pirates tried hard with both hands, trying to get back their long swords, but no matter how hard they tried, the long swords in their hands were hard to move. And because of the force, the faces of these pirates flushed red. "Pirate hunter! Since you want to kill me, then I won't be polite." Bai Ye looked at the pirate hunter, his eyes flashed coldly, and Vivi's finger moved. I saw that the long sword in the pirate's hand was released, and the blade turned and chopped directly at the neck of the pirate hunter. Pfft! Ah, ah, ah! The sharp long sword directly tore the throats of these pirate hunters, and blood gushed out. These pirates clutched their bleeding necks, stared wide-eyed, and fell to the ground in disbelief. This is demon fruit power. Not good, hurry up." Seeing that Bai Ye easily killed these pirate hunters, the rest of them did not hesitate at all and decided to run away. "If you want to run, can you run away? Since these people want to kill themselves, then you don't have to be polite." Seeing these fleeing pirates, several gold coins appeared in Bai Ye's hands. Under the action of the magnetic force, all these gold coins were suspended. Whoosh! At this moment, a spark of electricity flashed on the gold coins in front of Bai Ye. These gold coins suddenly turned into streamers of light, attacking the fleeing pirates in the distance. The pirate hunter didn't even have a chance to react, and was directly hit by the streamer. How can that be? The movement of these pirate hunters who were running away suddenly stopped. They looked at the big hole in their chest in disbelief, and fell straight on the ground. Chapter 2. The Rocks era is indeed a very dangerous era. It seems that the strength must be improved immediately. Seeing these dead pirate hunters, Bai Ye couldn't help thinking, and at the same time, with the thought, an interface that only Bai Ye could see appeared in front of Bai Ye. Host, Bai Ye. Age, 18. Current ability, Magnetic Fruit, Level 8, 90% progress. Armament Haki, Level 6, progress 80%. Observation Haki, Level 6, progress 80%. Conqueror's Haki, Level 5, progress 30%. Possess moves, Super Electromagnetic Gun, Magnet Control. That's right, this is Bai Ye's cheat as a time traveler. Bai Ye calls it a gaming system. The game system can digitize Bai Ye's body, allowing Bai Ye to master the strength of the body and learn various moves faster. It is relying on the digitized body that Bai Ye can master the ability of Magnetic Fruit so quickly, and even learn the three-color system Haki. Haki no Su. This is a very remote normal island in New World. But it is this ordinary island that makes all the pirates in New World feel intimidated. Because, this island is the base camp of the Rocks Pirates. The Rocks Pirate Group, now the most powerful pirate group in New World, stands at the top of the New World food chain. And today, on Hakinosu Island, the Rocks Pirates are conducting their annual recruitment conference. As Rock's ambition to become the king of the world explodes, the collision between the Rocks Pirates and the world government marine becomes more intense. In order to expand the strength of the Rocks Pirates, add fresh blood. Every year at this time, the Rocks Pirates will hold a recruitment meeting on Hakinosu to recruit many trainee crew members. At that time, many captains of the Rocks Pirates will also teach, such as Haki training and swordsmanship. Many pirates will come to hear the news and gather on Hakinosu Island. This made the originally small island very chaotic. There are all kinds of pirates. All kinds of fights are staged on this island every day. Father, look, there is another powerful pirate in New World. The still young Marco came to Whitebeard with a Zhongtong arrest warrant. At this time, Whitebeard still has flowing blonde hair and a very striking white beard on the corner of his mouth. Marco, is there any interesting news? Whitebeard looked at Marco curiously and asked. The current Whitebeard is still not 4 emperors, but just a team leader of the Rocks Pirates. And now, although Whitebeard has begun to accept sons, there is only one son, Marco. Dad, a powerful pirate has appeared in New World. He just destroyed a marine branch, and the first reward was 100 million Bailey. Should we invite him to join the team? Marco hands Whitebeard the wanted warrant. It has not yet reached the era of bounty explosion in later generations. Therefore, the first reward of 100 million Baileys is already a very high bounty. Oh! Magneto? He is indeed a newcomer with potential. Seeing the reward order in his hand, Whitebeard was also immediately interested. Whitebeard, what are you looking at? At this moment, a man with long blonde hair like a lion's mane and a cigar in his mouth landed in front of Whitebeard, grabbed the wanted warrant from Whitebeard's hand and looked at it. This person is none other than Golden Lion Shiki, who is also a team leader of the Rocks Pirates. Hey! Magneto Pirate Rookie? Destroyed the marine branch, the chief offered a reward of 100 million berry. I want this person. The Golden Lion, who was smoking a cigar, looked at the wanted notice and said with certainty. Golden Lion, what are you talking about? This is the newcomer I saw first. Whitebeard said angrily. Haha, if that's the case, let's each do what we can. See who will subdue this guy first. Golden Lion Shiki looked at Whitebeard and said. Although, Whitebeard and Golden Lion are both members of the Rocks Pirates. But among the Rocks Pirates, they are also divided into different teams. Each team leader is fighting on his own. Whoever is stronger and has more subordinates has the right to speak in the Rocks Pirates. Therefore, seeing a potential newcomer like Bai Ye appear in New World. Whether it's Golden Lion or Whitebeard, they all want to be under his command. Come on, pass the order down. Let the crew of the Rocks Pirates keep an eye on it. If there is news about Bai Ye, report it immediately. Golden Lion shouted loudly to his subordinates. Marco, hurry up and act. Check out Bai Ye's information. Whitebeard also addressed Marco. Yes. Dad, I will definitely find the trace of Bai Ye as soon as possible. Marco said, and quickly ran to the distance, ordering his pirates to look for Bai Ye. The actions of Whitebeard and Golden Lion quickly attracted the attention of the rest of the Rocks Pirates. What's going on here? Why are the people from the Whitebeard and Golden Lion teams acting up? Could it be that our Rocks Pirates have a big move? I heard that the two of them are looking for someone? Alone? Who? It seems to be Magneto King Bai Ye, offering a reward of 100 million Bailey for the first time. For the first time, a reward of 100 million berry is offered? Such a high reward, it seems that both captains want to subdue this person. All of a sudden, the entire Rocks Pirates started talking about the Magneto King Bai Ye. And these discussions of the Rocks Pirates immediately attracted the attention of other team captains. Magneto Bai Ye? For the first time offering a reward of 100 million berry, he seems to be a good subordinate. If this guy can join my team, he will definitely improve my team's strength. Before Whitebeard and Golden Lion, find this man. Seeing Bai Ye's arrest warrant, the other captains of the Rocks Pirates also acted quickly. Charlotte Linlin, Captain John, Akoku, and others also ordered their men to look for Bai Ye. They have only one goal. That is Magneto Bai Ye. Chapter 3. A huge storm started around Bai Ye. As for where Bai Ye is? At this time, after a day of practice, Bai Ye came to an informal bar. Take it off for me. Work harder. Laozi has plenty of money. Little beauty, just smile. Countless pirates waved the banknotes in their hands, their eyes were like wolves, staring at the dancing girls on the dance floor. Even Bai Ye, who was sitting in a corner, was holding a glass of fine wine, watching these dancing beauties with great interest. In the world of One Piece, there are countless strange races, such as Murlocs, Cat Girls, Fox Girls, Rabbit Girls, etc. All kinds of sexy beauties that could only be seen in cosplay in the previous life, in the world of One Piece, but they really exist. Bai Ye is also very interested in this kind of beauty. Just when Bai Ye was really admiring the beauty, at the door of the hotel, a man carrying a huge silver axe and wearing silver armor came over. "Are you sure? Is Magneto Bai Ye in this place?" The person who came was Captain Silver Axe of the Rocks Pirates. For Bai Ye, a new pirate, Silver Axe is also very interested. If Bai Ye is allowed to join the direct fan team, the strength of his own fan team will definitely be greatly improved. Therefore, he also mobilized his men to look for Bai Ye's trace. Hard work paid off, and finally, he found Bai Ye immediately. Without the slightest hesitation, Silver Axe immediately brought his men down to look for Bai Ye. "Captain Silver Axe, I'm pretty sure that Magneto Bai Ye is here." A pirate came to Silver Axe and said with certainty. "Okay. Today, I must take him under my command." Silver Axe looked at the huge axe and walked towards the bar. Silver Axe walked into the tavern, quickly spotted Bai Ye, and walked directly towards Bai Ye. The huge silver axe in his hand hit the table in front of Bai Ye directly. The loud sound immediately attracted the attention of everyone around. "Little devil, join my team." Silver Axe looked at Bai Ye and said proudly. From Silver Axe's point of view, he is the captain of the Rocks Pirates. As the captain of his squadron, inviting a newcomer to the pirates was enough to give him face. "That's it? Silver Axe?" "That's right, the Captain Silver Axe of the Rocks Pirates. I really didn't expect to meet Captain Silver Axe here." Captain Silver Axe actually personally invited people. "Who is this guy? It's so enviable." All the pirates around started talking in low voices. The Rocks Pirates, this is the most powerful pirate group in New World right now. Silver Axe can become the captain of the Rocks Pirates, and his strength is also top-notch. Therefore, seeing that Silver Axe personally invited people, these pirates were also very surprised and looked towards Bai Ye. "I remember. He is Bai Ye. Magneto Bai Ye. That's right, it's him. He just destroyed a marine branch, and offered a reward of 100 million berry for the first time. No wonder I was personally invited by Captain Silver Axe." The surrounding pirates also quickly recognized Bai Ye's identity. "Hey, kid, what's your answer? As long as you agree to join my team, you don't need to take the apprenticeship assessment and become a full member directly." Silver Axe continued to look at Bai Ye and said confidently. In Silver Axe's view, no pirate can resist the temptation to directly become the Rocks Pirates. Wow! It's really enviable to become a full member directly. Yes. This is the Rocks Pirates. I also want to join the Rocks Pirates. I don't know if I have a chance. Just you? Forget it. You may not even pass the apprenticeship assessment. I don't know how Magneto Bai Ye will answer. Then do you still need to ask? Of course, I immediately agreed. All the pirates around stared at Bai Ye and began to discuss, their eyes couldn't stop showing envy. The Rocks Pirates, this is the most powerful pirate group in New World right now. In other words, the entire New World is decided by the Rocks Pirates. Even the current Marine and World government can't help Rocks. As long as you join the Rocks Pirates, you can get the shelter of the Rocks Pirates, and you can travel unimpeded in the sea. Therefore, many pirates want to join the Lock Pirates. But the selection of the Rocks Pirates is very cruel. Only the strong can join the Rocks Pirates. As for the weak, they can only die. So, seeing the team leader Silver Axe directly invite Bai Ye to become an official member of the Rocks Pirates, they are all envious. In the eyes of these pirates, this is simply a pie that fell from the sky. However, Bai Ye's next action surprised them. I saw Bai Ye directly picked up the huge silver axe on his desk, and threw it on the ground casually. What are you? Don't disturb me for a drink. Bai Ye looked at silver axe in front of him, and said in a very disdainful tone. What? You damn brat! You! Seeing Bai Ye's actions and hearing Bai Ye's tone, Silver Axe was immediately furious. Bai Ye's current actions are no different from slapping Silver Axe hard in the public. Bai Ye's actions also directly shocked the surrounding pirates. What is this guy doing? He lost the Silver Axe. Did he reject Silver Axe's invitation? He is courting death. The faces of the pirates around couldn't help showing panic expressions. They had already predicted that Silver Axe would ruthlessly kill the brat in front of him. It is even said that it may affect the fish pond and affect them. Some timid pirates have turned their heads and fled here quickly. Chapter 4. Little devil, you'd better give me an explanation. Otherwise, I'll let you know the cruelty of my Silver Axe. Silver Axe stared at Bai Ye angrily, and said through gritted teeth. Silver Axe? Never heard of it. Don't bother me looking at beautiful women. Bai Ye ignored the angry Silver Axe directly, and still said very disdainfully. Although Bai Ye is now a pirate, he does have plans to join the Rocks Pirates. However, Bai Ye did not intend to be the Silver Axe's subordinate. Bai Ye, who is a time traveler, is very clear that the current strongmen of the Rocks pirate group should be Whitebeard, Golden Lion, Charlotte Linlin and others. In the future, these few of them will also become the legendary Great Pirate, the Four Emperors of New World. As for this Silver Axe, there will be no name for him in the sea in the future. At first glance, he looks like a little guy who doesn't know where he died. Since he is a young man, of course Bai Ye is not interested. This guy? How dare you talk to Lord Silver Axe like that? This rookie pirate is too arrogant. Isn't he courting death? Master Silver Axe is going to be angry, it's scary. Let's leave quickly. Seeing Bai Ye being so arrogant and ignoring Silver Axe like this, the pirates around were also shocked. One by one quickly escaped from here. Because they could already imagine that Lord Silver Axe would be angry soon. The angry Lord Silver Axe is very terrifying, not something they can fight against. They don't want to be affected. You nasty brat! Die to me! Seeing Bai Ye ignoring him 3 times and 4 times like this, Silver Axe immediately became furious. I saw Silver Axe grasping it, and the axe that fell on the ground fell directly into his hand, and then he used his hands hard. The huge axe slashed towards Bai Ye fiercely with the momentum of reaching the sky. Magnetic Fruit. Faced with this fierce blow, Bai Ye immediately used the power of Magnetic Fruit. The powerful magnetic force directly controls the huge axe in Silver Axe's hand. Silver Axe's attack movement also stopped suddenly. Is this your Devil Fruit ability? Break it for me. Feeling that his weapon was controlled by Bai Ye, Silver Axe didn't think too much, and continued to exert force, trying to break through Bai Ye's Devil Fruit ability. But is Bai Ye's Devil Fruit so easy to break through? Obviously impossible. Under this cheat of the game system, Bai Ye's mastery of Magnetic Fruit's ability has reached a very deep level. More importantly, Magnetic Fruit itself has a significant restraint ability against various steel weapons. Any metal weapon is useless in front of Magnetic Fruit. Now, Silver Axe is holding a huge weapon and wearing a metal armor to trouble Bai Ye. Isn't he here to die? Ah, damn, what's going on? How can this kid's ability be so powerful? Silver Axe let out a roar, and his whole body burst into muscle, even Armament Haki used it. But the huge axe in his hand just didn't move a bit. Although, Silver Axe has long known that Bai Ye's ability is Magnetic Fruit, which has a great restraint ability against metal. But Silver Axe didn't care at all. After all, Bai Ye is just a rookie pirate, and he is the captain of the Rocks pirate team. Could it be that as the captain of the Rocks Pirates, isn't he the opponent of Bai Ye, a newcomer to the pirates? But it never occurred to Silver Axe that Bai Ye's magnetic fruit ability is so powerful. In front of Bai Ye, he was unable to attack at all. Is this your power? You are indeed a young man of the Rocks Pirates. Bai Ye looked at Silver Axe and shook his head while waving his hand. I saw Silver Axe, who was originally parked there, flew out like a cannonball. Boom! The huge body directly smashed through the wall of the bar, smashing a big hole in the ground. However, Silver Axe can become the captain of the Rocks Pirates. Although it is not as good as Whitebeard, Golden Lion, and others, it still has a little strength. Although Bai Ye directly hit Silver Axe, but Silver Axe did not die. Damn brat! I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. Silver Axe crawled out of the deep pit with his face covered in blood, his face distorted due to anger. The captain of his majestic Rocks pirate group was actually beaten out by a new pirate. It is tolerable or unbearable. Now he has only one thought, which is to kill Bai Ye. Roar! The angry Silver Axe roared, stepped on heavy steps, held a huge axe in his hand, and attacked Bai Ye again. But does his attack really work? Obviously impossible. I'm not interested in you. Bai Ye grabbed Silver Axe with his right hand, and released a powerful magnetic fruit. Crack! The huge axe in Silver Axe's hand shattered directly, turning into debris. At the same time, the armor of his whole body was also directly cracked. But these shattered metals did not scatter, instead, they continued to be controlled by Bai Ye, heading towards the entire package of Silver Axe. Soon, Silver Axe directly turned into an iron ball. You are dismissed. Then Bai Ye threw his right hand to the distance. What? With a scream, Bai Ye, who had turned into an iron ball, flew up and disappeared into the sky. Ding! Magnetic fruit cultivation progress increased by 0.5%. That's what Bai Ye's cheat game system comes in for. As long as you keep fighting and practicing, you can quickly improve your ability. Why did I increase my cultivation progress by 0.5%? It really is a piece of garbage. Seeing the system prompt, Bai Ye said very disappointed. Then Bai Ye continued to look at the dancing girls in the bar. Hey, what are you still doing in a daze? Keep beating, keep dancing. As Bai Ye's voice fell, the pirates who were still in a daze suddenly fell into an uproar. The whole bar once again fell into the carnival. It didn't seem like they were bothered at all by the arrival of the Silver Axe. My God! What did I see? Magneto Bai Ye defeated Master Silver Axe. Isn't that true? It's really unbelievable, Master Silver Axe is the captain of the Rocks Pirates. Magneto is actually so powerful. Master Magneto is so handsome, I want to be Lord Magneto's woman. During the carnival, all the pirates in the bar looked at Bai Ye adoringly. There were several women who threw themselves directly at Bai Ye. Bai Ye immediately hugged left and right, with a cat girl on the left, a rabbit girl on the right, and a fox girl in the middle. The world of One Piece is a power where strength comes first. As long as you have strong strength, you can get together. As for the weak, they can only depend on the strong. And now, Bai Ye has directly defeated the captain of the Silver Axe team of the Rocks Pirates, and he is undoubtedly a strong one. As a strong Bai Ye, he can naturally enjoy everything. Chapter 5 Haki no Su. Silver Axe finally returned to the base of the Rocks Pirates, dragging his seriously injured and half-disabled body. Seeing the half-disabled Silver Axe, all the pirates on the island were shocked. Master Silver Axe? What's going on here? What happened? Who is it? Can actually hurt Lord Silver Axe? Could it be that the Marines are attacking? Quick, where are the medical staff? Under the treatment of several ship doctors, the seriously injured Silver Axe finally saved his life. At the same time, the news that Silver Axe went to Bai Ye and was beaten up by Bai Ye also spread among the Rocks Pirates. Dad, has important information. Silver Axe is now seriously injured and half-disabled. Marco quickly ran to Whitebeard, and hurriedly reported. Silver Axe? That guy got hurt? Who did it? Marine Admiral? Garp or Sengoku? Hearing the news, Whitebeard asked curiously. Although the strength of Silver Axe Whitebeard is not in the eyes. But why is Silver Axe also a captain of the Rocks Pirates? In Whitebeard's view, only the current Marine Admiral can pay attention to Silver Axe. Father, it's not Marine Admiral, it's Bai Ye. Magneto Bai Ye. Marco continued. Magneto Bai Ye. What's going on? Whitebeard was a little surprised and asked very curiously. Father, that's right. Silver Axe discovered Bai Ye's trail, and wanted to take Bai Ye under his command. But I didn't expect that Bai Ye's strength is very powerful. Silver Axe not only failed to accept Bai Ye, but was beaten up by Bai Ye. I heard that Silver Axe almost died in the hands of Bai Ye. Marco immediately told the news he got quickly. Haha, it's really interesting. I didn't expect Bai Ye, a new pirate, to defeat Silver Axe. I'm getting more and more interested in him. Marco, prepare the ship right away, let's go find Magneto. Whitebeard said to Marco, laughing. Among the Rocks Pirates, not only Whitebeard has such an idea, others are now also full of interest in Bai Ye. What? Bai Ye defeated Silver Axe. Haha, this newcomer is really interesting. Golden Lion Shiki also laughed out loud when he heard the news. Magneto Bai Ye can defeat Silver Axe, which shows that the strength is very strong. Such people are qualified to join my team. Let's go find Bai Ye. Golden Lion immediately activated Lion Fruit's ability, and a huge pirate ship quickly flew into the air, rushing towards the distance. Magneto Bai Ye defeated Silver Axe. It seems that a powerful man appeared in the sea. I absolutely can't let it go. When Charlotte Linlin heard the news, her voluptuous body stood up vigorously, which immediately caused a burst of exclamation from the surrounding pirates. She also left Hakinosu Island with her own team. Magneto Bai Ye? Can defeat this guy Silver Axe. Such a person must join my squad. With the addition of Magneto Bai Ye, I might be able to surpass Whitebeard and the others. Captain John and Akoko both reacted in the same way, and they also led their team to the sea quickly, heading towards the island that Bai Ye made. Bai Ye's defeat of Silver Axe did surprise the captains of the Rocks Pirates, but none of them had any fear. The stronger Bai Ye is, the more qualified he is to be invited. As long as you invite Bai Ye to your team, the strength of your team will increase dramatically. For a time, all the teams in the entire Rocks Pirate group were dispatched because of Bai Ye. In the hall at the top of the Hakinosu skeleton building, a disdainful figure was holding Bai Ye's wanted warrant. Newcomer. Magneto Bai Ye? Can beat Silver Axe? This person must join my Rocks Pirates. There's an unmistakable haki in a few short sentences. There is no doubt that this person is the captain of the Rocks Pirates. The current king of the seas. Rocks DZ. The more monsters like this, the better. I'll kill the celestial dragons soon. Be the king of the world. Rocks in the shadows opened his eyes suddenly. The gleam in his eyes sparkled with boundless ambition. In the early morning, Bai Ye got up from being surrounded by many beauties and went straight to the depths of the forest. Continue to develop the power of magnetic fruit. For people in One Piece world, magnetic fruit is just a very ordinary devil fruit, which can only form magnetism and control metal. But Bai Ye, who is a time traveler, knows very well that magnetism is not that simple. Controlling metal is only the force on the surface of magnetism, the most basic force, and magnetism can also derive other forces. Magnetism generates electricity, and when the magnetic forces are arranged in a special way, it can release lightning. Magnetism generates heat. When the magnetic force is constantly moving, it can generate heat and release flames. What's more, in the microscopic world, there is also a magnetic force between the atoms of matter. If you can control the magnetic force between atoms, it is not impossible to rub a nuclear bomb with your hands. Secondly, in the whole world, on the whole planet, there is also the existence of magnetism. If you can control the magnetism of a planet, it is not impossible to destroy the world. If shock fruit relies on vibrations to shatter the entire world, then, Bai Ye can control the whole world by changing the magnetism of the planet. Of course, with Bai Ye's current strength, he still can't do all this. The first thing Bai Ye has to do now is to improve his strength and develop magnetic fruit's moves. Chapter 6. Magnetism generates electricity. Thunder. Under Bai Ye's control, a powerful magnetic force entwined in a special way, and a blue lightning suddenly appeared, fell from the sky, and attacked a rock in the distance. Boom! There was a huge explosion, and this huge rock was directly blasted to pieces by lightning. Magnetic fire. Fire punch. Under the control of Bai Ye, the magnetic force quickly gathered on the fist. When the magnetic force condensed to ultimate, a fiery flame suddenly appeared. The blazing flames turned into a huge flaming fist. Manipulating flames and lightning, this is Bai Ye's ability derived from magnetism during this time. When Bai Ye developed the magnetic fruit, Bai Ye did not forget to practice Haki. If devil fruit can make people have powerful abilities, then Haki can make people better use devil fruit abilities. And when the ability of devil fruit and Haki cooperate with each other, they can exert more powerful power. Armament Haki. Observation Haki. Conqueror's Winding. Just when Bai Ye was constantly cultivating his various abilities. At the same time, countless voices that only Bai Ye could hear kept ringing in his ears. Ding! After some practice, the progress of magnetic fruit cultivation has increased to 93%. Ding! After some practice, the progress of magnetic fruit cultivation has increased to 95%. Ding! After some training, the progress of magnetic fruit training has increased to 100%, and the level of magnetic fruit's ability has increased. Current magnetic fruit ability level 9, 0%. Ding! After some training, the progress of armed color training has increased to 90%. Ding! After some practice, the progress of knowledge, color, and color cultivation has increased to 70%. Ding! After some training, the progress of Conqueror's color training has increased to 60%. Host, Bai Ye. H. 18. Current ability, Magnetic Fruit, Level 9, 2% progress. Armament Haki, Level 7, progress 80%. Observation Haki, Level 7, progress 80%. Conqueror's Haki, Level 6, progress 30%. Possess moves, Electromagnetic Gun, Magnet Control, Lightning, Flame. It can be said that after this period of training, Bai Ye's strength has been greatly improved. Of course, after Bai Ye's training is over, Bai Ye will also visit the tavern. Every time Bai Ye appeared, there would be a commotion. Countless beauties of various races rushed towards Bai Ye. Bai Ye never refuses anyone. Now that I have the strength, so what if I enjoy it for myself? Soon, Bai Ye became the protagonist of the tavern. Faced with Bai Ye's behavior, the other pirates dare not complain. Who made Bai Ye stronger than them? Master Bai Ye, you are really amazing. I don't know, where will you go in the future? A bunny girl, who looked a bit like a girl from Garrett in the future, lay in Bai Ye's arms and looked at Bai Ye with admiration and asked. Where are you going? I haven't figured it out yet. Bai Ye pinched the bunny girl's small face and said with a smile. Coulier. Since I don't know where to go. Do you want to join my team and become my family? At this moment, a burst of hearty laughter rang out. As the voice fell, a burly man came over. Wearing a white coat, wearing a triangular pirate hat, revealing long golden curly hair, holding a huge naginata in his hand. The man came directly in front of Bai Ye, and slammed the naginata in his hand hard on the ground, setting off an invisible momentum. Whitebeard Edward Newgate. Bai Ye looked at the person who came, and directly revealed the identity of the person who came. Seeing Whitebeard's arrival, the noisy bar suddenly fell silent. All the pirates in the bar were startled, and all looked in awe at Whitebeard who suddenly appeared. Whitebeard. Why did Captain Whitebeard appear here? Really, Whitebeard? I actually saw Whitebeard, he's my idol. What is Whitebeard doing here? Could it be that he is looking for Magneto Master Bai Ye? One by one, the pirates muttered softly when they saw Whitebeard suddenly appearing. And Whitebeard couldn't help being taken aback when he saw Bai Ye being so young. Such a young player can beat Silver Axe, and his future must be very bright. Bai Ye, join my team. Whitebeard extended an invitation to Bai Ye straight to the point. And Whitebeard's words immediately aroused discussions among the pirates around. Wow! Whitebeard is here to invite Bai Ye too. Some time ago, Master Silver Axe of the Rocks Pirates just invited Bai Ye, but now even Whitebeard has come to invite him personally. It's really enviable. Whitebeard is stronger than Silver Axe. Yet. Not only that, I heard that Whitebeard is very generous to his subordinates, and the treasure is very much distributed. I don't know if Bai Ye will agree. The faces of the pirates showed surprise and envy. You know, some time ago, Silver Axe of the Rocks Pirates just invited Bai Ye. Unexpectedly, now Whitebeard came to invite Bai Ye again. How could they not be envious? How could they not be surprised? But it wasn't just that surprised them. Whitebeard, what are you doing? Bai Ye if ed too. Magneto Bai Ye, don't join Whitebeard's team, join my team, be my right-hand man. Accompanied by an arrogant voice, a golden lion with blonde hair and a cigar in his mouth walked over from a distance like a lion. Look, it's the Golden Lion. The captain of the Rocks Pirates, Golden Lion Shiki. He actually came to invite Bai Ye too. Seeing the appearance of the Golden Lion, the surrounding people exclaimed again. Unexpectedly, this time, apart from Whitebeard, even the Golden Lion also came to invite Bai Ye. Just when everyone was surprised, a person walked in again. Magneto Bai Ye, what's the point of joining their team of two stinky men? You should join my team. I like a strong man like you the most. There was a sound of teasing, and the coquettishly dressed Charlotte Linlin also walked in. Look, a big beauty. Idiot, don't you even know Charlotte Linlin from the Rocks Pirates? Captain Linlin's sea bus nickname is known to everyone, everyone knows, joining her team can not only, but also, hee. What's the title sea bus? Why does it sound a bit indecent? Brother, hurry up and explain in detail, I have a friend who wants to know what's going on. After Charlotte had just walked in, two people followed in again. Hey, you three don't forget about us. We've also taken a fancy to Bai Ye. One is holding a wine bottle, and the other is tall and wearing armor. These two are none other than Akoko and Captain John of the Rocks Pirates. The two of them also looked towards Bai Ye. Chapter 7. I saw the captains of the Rocks Pirates appearing in the tavern one by one. All the pirates in the tavern all exclaimed. Captain John! Captain Akoko! The two of them are here too. They all came to invite Bai Ye. Whitebeard, Golden Lion, Charlotte Linlin, Akoko, Silver Axe, Captain John. The captains of the Rocks Pirates have all been here. My God! Magneto Bai Ye has such a big face? To be able to invite all the captains of the Rocks Pirates at the same time. It's really worth it to come to the tavern today. I actually met all the captains of the Rocks Pirates. I don't know, which fan team will Bai Ye join? Yes. I really want to know his choice. The pirates looked excitedly at the 5 captains who suddenly appeared. The captain of the Rocks Pirate group is a rare big man for pirates like them. And now all the captains of the Rocks Pirates appeared here at the same time and extended an invitation to Bai Ye, which has never happened before. Now these pirates are also very curious which team Bai Ye will choose to join. Bai Ye was also very surprised that Whitebeard, Golden Lion, and others were invited directly together. At the same time, Bai Ye looked at these people curiously. Among them, Pirate John and Akoko were directly ignored by Bai Ye. In the future, there will be no name for them in the sea at all. There is no doubt that the two of them should be the same as Silver Axe, and they are also young people who don't know where they died. So, now Bai Ye is interested, only Whitebeard, Golden Lion and Charlotte Linlin. Whitebeard and Golden Lion haven't changed much from the later ones. At most, he is younger, and his strength has not reached the peak of later generations. Among them, Charlotte Linlin surprised Bai Ye the most. At this time, Charlotte Linlin is very coquettish, she is simply a big beauty, and she is completely different from the fat woman of later generations. Seeing the sudden appearance of Golden Lion, Charlotte Linlin, John, and Akoko, Whitebeard frowned. What are you four doing here? Want to fight? After Whitebeard's words fell, Tian Yun in his hand slammed hard towards the ground. A-hole, Whitebeard, people are afraid of you. Laozi is not afraid of you. Seeing Whitebeard's movement, Golden Lion also held the long sword at his waist with both hands. It looked like he was going to hit him if he refused to accept it. Bai Ye is such a powerful man. I won't let it go. Charlotte Linlin took a step forward, also activating her soul fruit ability. I saw the hat on the head opened his eyes, and it turned into a huge long sword and fell into his hand. Haha, since that's the case. Then let's fight. Captain John was holding the wine bottle in one hand, and the other hand also pulled out the long sword at his waist. That's the shortest answer. Whoever wins. Bai Ye will join whose team? The captain, Akoko, didn't say much, he was also holding a huge long sword, and his eyes were full of fighting spirit. For a moment, there was an atmosphere of tension here. The pirates around felt that something was wrong, and quickly fled here. Bai Ye, I'm going to make a deal. Drink. It was Golden Lion who made the first move, and the two famous knives in his hands were quickly unsheathed, turning into two beams of light and slashing at Whitebeard. Hehe, I want Bai Ye to join your team. Ask my opinion first. Facing the Golden Lion's attack, Amazono Yun in Whitebeard's hand also greeted him with great power. Boom! With a loud impact sound, the weapons of the two collided together, and then a powerful impact spread to the surroundings. And the attacks of the two were like signals. The two captains, Akoko and John, also quickly attacked Charlotte Linlin. Haha, good time. Facing the attacks of the two, Charlotte Linlin also went forward with the long sword in her hand. Boom! There was another huge impact sound, and the weapons of the three collided together, and a powerful impact also erupted. The five of them are all strong in the sea, and even ordinary attacks have astonishing power. Therefore, as soon as the five of them fought, the entire tavern exploded. As for the pirates in the tavern, they sensed something was wrong and slipped away early. However, these pirates did not leave, but hid in the distance, observing the battle here. The five captains of the Rocks pirates fought in a melee, which is a once-in-a-lifetime event. And as pirates, they are also some militants, how could they let go of such a fierce battle? It's fighting. It's really fighting. The five captains of the Rocks pirates fought for Bai Ye. Open, open. I bet Whitebeard wins. Although Whitebeard's strength is very strong, Golden Lion's strength is not weak. I bet Golden Lion will win. I'm still optimistic about Captain Linlin, she's the sea bus. Captain Akoko and Captain John are also very powerful. All of a sudden, these pirates discussed excitedly. Some pirates even didn't think it was a big deal, and directly opened a gamble. The pirates around also responded one after another, and began to bet on the people they liked. During the melee, Bai Ye did not leave, but watched the melee with great interest. This really has the characteristics of a pirate. If there is a disagreement, we will fight. However, you guys actually interrupted me to drink. Then I will be impolite. You know, Bai Ye was drinking and picking up girls just now. The arrival of the few of them scared away the beauty in his arms. Moreover, he also destroyed the tavern and fought for himself. This is simply not taking yourself seriously. If that's the case, then I'm welcome too. Bai Ye stood up, powerful magnetic force was surging around Bai Ye's body. Whoosh! Bai Ye suddenly appeared on the battlefield, and a powerful magnetic force burst out from his body. Chapter 8 Shenluo Tianzheng. OM. A powerful magnetic force centered on Bai Ye and spread rapidly towards the surroundings. In an instant, everything around was directly blown away by this powerful magnetic force. Whether it's Whitebeard, Golden Lion, Charlotte Linlin, or John and Akoku, come under this powerful magnetic force. The body retreated involuntarily, retreating abruptly for more than 10 meters, and then stopped. This brat! Everyone in Whitebeard stopped, all looked shocked, and all looked towards Bai Ye in surprise. The attack launched by Bai Ye just now was too sudden and unexpected, and it was too fast for them to react. Isn't Bai Ye a magnetic fruit ability user? How could this kind of attack happen? What was the attack just now? Repulsion? In just a moment, they felt a powerful force coming, and their bodies flew out uncontrollably. This is a completely different power from magnetic fruit. Hey, is that a surprise? Seeing Whitebeard's surprised look, Bai Ye couldn't help smiling. This is the new move that Bai Ye has just developed during this time. With the increase of magnetic fruit's ability level, Bai Ye has a deeper understanding of magnetic fruit's ability. Bai Ye discovered that there is a magnetic field in everything in the world. Trees, animals, energy, and even everyone has their own magnetic field. Since there are magnetic fields, then as magnetic fruit himself, he can control these magnetic fields? After several days of research, continuous attempts, and continuous practice, the magnetic fruit ability has been raised to level 9. Bai Ye was finally able to control these magnetic fields. However, controlling these magnetic fields is still very difficult compared to directly controlling metals. It is very easy to control metal, especially with the control of magnetic fruit ability. Now all kinds of metal can be easily kneaded like Bai Ye's hands and feet. But it is still very difficult for Bai Ye to control the magnetic force in all things like controlling metal, with Bai Ye's current strength. However, although Bai Ye cannot control the magnetic fields of all things, the basic properties of these magnetic fields are still controlled by Bai Ye. That is, same SX repels and opposite SX attracts. Now Bai Ye, by directly changing the surrounding magnetic field and using the principle of same S**X repulsion, has developed the move of Shen Luo Tianzheng. Kulie, brat, do you also want to intervene in my battle? Then let's see if you have the ability. Seeing Bai Ye suddenly appear on the battlefield, Whitebeard laughed out loud, and at the same time, Tian Kanjiun in his hand slashed at Bai Ye directly. Since Bai Ye wants to join the fight, let's fight. And the communication between pirates is also very simple, that is fighting. As for what to do if the opponent is dead, it can only be blamed for being weak. Therefore, seeing Bai Ye suddenly inserted into the battle, although Whitebeard and the others felt surprised, they didn't feel anything. Instead, he directly attacked Bai Ye. Well done! Sand Iron Great Sword. Facing Whitebeard's attack, Bai Ye immediately activated Magnetic Fruit's ability. A strong magnetic force condensed in Bai Ye's hands. Accompanied by the strong magnetic force, countless sand and iron from the surrounding ground gathered in Bai Ye's hands, turning into a huge long sword, and went up to him. Boom! A loud impact sounded, and a powerful impact spread to the surroundings. Haha, what an arrogant newcomer! Let me see if you have the qualifications to be arrogant. Slash wave! Seeing Bai Ye appearing on the battlefield, Golden Lion didn't hesitate at all. The long sword in his hand slashed towards Bai Ye. Two huge slashes attacked Bai Ye. Thunder! Facing the Golden Lion's attack, Bai Ye also immediately controlled countless magnetic forces to gather together, and a blue lightning suddenly appeared, welcoming the Golden Lion's attack. Boom! The two collided, setting off a huge explosion. Charlotte Linlin, Captain John, and Akoku all came to say hello when they saw Bai Ye joining the battle. As for the way of greeting, it is also very simple and straightforward. That is to launch an attack on Bai Ye. If Bai Ye catches the attack, then they can continue to fight. If Bai Ye couldn't catch the attack, then his death would be for nothing. Sand Waterfall Burial. Seeing Charlotte Linlin and the three rushing over, the magnetic force on Bai Ye exploded again. Under the powerful magnetic force, all the sand and iron underground on the entire island gathered together, like black stormy waves, attacking Charlotte Linlin and the others. Emperor's Sword, Broken Blade. Charlotte Linlin released the power of the soul fruit, and the flames condensed on the long sword, slashing towards the black wave in front of her. Tear. The huge slash, with fiery flames, directly tore a huge hole in the black wave. As for Captain John and Akoku, the two also activated their abilities one after another, attacking a wave of sand and iron. Is it blocked? It's not over yet. The flames. Under Bai Ye's control, the surrounding magnetic force changed again. Countless magnetic forces gathered together, and the magnetic forces continued to increase. When the magnetic force increased to the critical point, a group of blazing flames appeared out of thin air, quickly flying and spreading towards the surroundings. Sand and iron flew, thunder and lightning raged, and flames burned. Under Bai Ye's control, the magnetic force derived three completely different forces, attacking Whitebeard and the others. The strength of this brat is amazing. It's actually possible to develop magnetic fruit to such an extent. No wonder you can beat Silver Axe. Seeing Bai Ye release such a powerful force, Whitebeard, Golden Lion, Charlotte Linlin, and others were very surprised. A rookie pirate actually has such a powerful force. However, it is also true to think about it, to be able to defeat Silver Axe, how could Bai Ye be weak? Only such a strong strength is worth fighting for them. Kulie, it's really interesting. Let's come again. Whitebeard laughed loudly, and rushed into the battlefield with Tian Kanjiun in his hand. All of a sudden, there was a six-man melee. Chapter 9. Boom. The sword energy is vertical and horizontal, the explosion roars, the flames radiate, and the ground explodes. The entire island was changed beyond recognition because of the melee between Bai Ye and the captains of the 5 Rocks Pirates. Whether it is Bai Ye or the captain of the Rocks Pirates, they are all powerful big pirates. Therefore, every time they attack, every collision, every battle, they erupted with extremely terrifying destructive power. Now the entire island is shaking like an earthquake, the sky is covered with dark clouds, constantly exploding, and countless lightning and flames are raging on the island. The tall mountain peaks cracked, the ground continued to crack, and countless huge cracks spread rapidly towards the surroundings. The pirates on the island who had already sensed that something was wrong, hid far away, seeing the fierce battle in front of them in panic. My God! Is this the strength of the captain of the Rocks pirate team? This is too scary. Such a high mountain was destroyed like this. It's like the end of the world. This kind of power is simply not something we can fight against. The most surprising thing is Magneto Bai Ye, who actually joined the battle. Magneto Bai Ye is actually so powerful, look, he blocked Whitebeard's attack. I don't know who will win. I really didn't expect that an invitation would turn into a big battle. Open. Open, reopen. Magneto Bai Ye is actually so powerful, I bet on Bai Ye. Me too. I'm still bullish on Whitebeard. Seeing the drastically changed island in front of them, and the 6 melee figures in the center of the island, the pirates couldn't help but exclaim in amazement. Although they have known for a long time that the captain of the Rocks Pirates is very powerful, they did not expect such strength. An island can be easily destroyed, and even the aftermath of the battle is not something they can fight. At the same time, they are also very curious. Who will win this battle? Many pirates started betting again at the opening. Shock Fruit. Whitebeard holds Sky Cloud in one hand, and the white light of Shock Fruit gathers in the other. When the white light condensed, it violently smashed towards Bai Ye. Crack! The space exploded, and a powerful shock force rushed towards Bai Ye violently. Sand Iron Shield. Facing Whitebeard's attack, the sand and iron gathered in front of Bai Ye and turned into a huge black shield, blocking Bai Ye. Boom! There was a huge explosion, and the powerful shock force directly bombarded the iron sand shield in front of him, directly smashing a deep pit on the iron sand shield. However, the sand iron shield finally blocked Whitebeard's attack. Lion Majesty, Earth Coiling. When Whitebeard launched an attack on Bai Ye, Golden Lion immediately seized the opportunity and activated his Lion Fruit ability. I saw the ground around Whitebeard twisted, and countless rocks and soil gathered quickly, turning into a huge rock lion, and pounced towards Whitebeard. Good chance. Sand and Iron Shiu. And saw the Golden Lion attacking Whitebeard. Bai Ye immediately controlled the countless sand and iron to condense into countless sand clusters. Under the action of magnetism, each sand cluster was like a bullet, attacking the Golden Lion. Just as Bai Ye launched an attack, Charlotte Linlin also quickly approached. Singing Lightsaber. A huge slash condensed with flames and lightning struck towards Bai Ye violently. And Charlotte Linlin's attack on Bai Ye revealed a flaw, which caused the attack of Captain John and Akoku. Boom boom boom. It can be said that this is a complete melee. Bai Ye and the others didn't have any definite goals. In other words, each of their goals is to beat the other 5. As long as there is an opportunity to attack, no matter who it is, they will attack without hesitation. Bai Ye attacked Golden Lion attacked Whitebeard, Whitebeard attacked John, Akoku attacked Charlotte Linlin. Boom, 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 boom. The roaring battle resounded through the heavens and the earth. Soon, half a day passed. The chaotic battle is still going on, no one has the intention of retreating, no one looks like giving up, and it is impossible to tell the winner for a while. Kulie Lie, I haven't had such a hearty battle for a long time. However, if we continue to fight we may attract Marine. Let's decide the outcome with one move. Amakonoyan in Whitebeard's hand hit the ground forcefully, and said loudly with full momentum. One move determines the outcome? I have no opinion. Golden Lion quickly agreed when he heard Whitebeard's words. Golden Lion is also very clear that with their strength, it will not be able to end in a short while. Moreover, the fierce battle among them here has already attracted Marine's attention. They don't want to be taken advantage of by Marine. I have no opinion either. Charlotte Linlin also kept nodding, and at the same time summoned Thundercloud Zeus and Sun Prometheus to her side. Then come on. Let you see my power. Akoku and John also gathered the strength in their bodies one after another. Does one move determine the outcome? Hearing Whitebeard's words, Bai Ye's whole body also began to condense magnetic force. Countless sand and iron gathered in front of Bai Ye, and his gaze turned into a huge iron ball. A mass of flames gathered around the iron ball, followed by a layer of lightning, and the lightning and flames intertwined together. Turn this seemingly ordinary iron ball into a thunder ball, possessing the energy of lightning and flames. But this is not the end yet. Around the thunder fireball, countless magnetic fields are surrounding it. Under the blessing of countless magnetic fields, this thunder fireball gained enormous energy, and the thunder fireball trembled constantly, looking like it was ready to go. Chapter 10. One move determines the outcome. For a moment, the island that had been fiercely fought suddenly calmed down. On the island, Bai Ye, Whitebeard, Golden Lion, Charlotte Linlin and others each occupy a corner of the island. The strength of the whole body is gathering rapidly, trying to exert its full strength for the final blow. At this moment, Whitebeard opened his eyes and launched the first attack. Shock Fruit. Whitebeard's huge fist condensed with white light suddenly blasted out. Boom! Shock Fruit's power exploded directly, and the air in front of him exploded like a mirror. The power of the violent shock spread rapidly to the surroundings. Whitebeard's attack was like a signal, and the others followed suit. Lion Majesty, Earth Coiling. Golden Lion is a lion fruit-capable person, he can control things to levitate. But now, the Golden Lion relied on the power of the lion fruit to lift the surrounding ground directly. Countless broken stones flew up quickly, condensing into a huge rock lion, coupled with the powerful armament Haki. An imposing, majestic Haki rock lion meets Whitebeard's attack. Sounding Light Cannon. Under the control of Charlotte Linlin, Thundercloud Zeus and Sun Prometheus gathered together and condensed on the long sword in his hand. Along with Charlotte Linlin's slash, the flames and lightning turned into a huge energy laser and flew out. Slash. Haki. Akoku and Captain John, the two of them are not demon fruit power. However, the Haki and slashes released by the two of them are no less than the attacks of the three of them. Finally, there is Bai Ye. Thunderfire Electromagnetic Cannon. When the magnetic force around the lightning fire ball in front of Bai Ye condensed to ultimate, the iron ball full of lightning fire energy flew out like a streamer with powerful prestige. Shock Fruit, Lion Fruit, Soul Fruit, Slash, Haki, Magnetic Fruit. 6 completely different powerful forces collided together at this moment. Boom! Boom! The violent collision immediately set off a huge mushroom cloud in the center of the island. The powerful impact quickly spread around. Flock towards the pirates who are watching the battle. Ah, not good. What a strong aftermath. Quick, get away. Damn it, it's too late. What? Facing the aftermath of such a fierce battle, some pirates who responded quickly felt that something was wrong and hid directly. Some pirates who didn't have time to evade were directly hit by the aftermath of the battle, and flew out backwards spitting blood. It's probably impossible to survive. This is not the end yet, the powerful impact continued to spread around the island, bombarding the sea. In an instant, there were violent waves of tens of meters above the sea. Several pirate ships docked on the shore were directly swallowed by the huge waves. As for the captain's pirate, he was already dead and couldn't die anymore. Boom, boom. The violent energy collision lasted for a quarter of an hour before it ended. Some pirates who had been hiding for a long time carefully raised their heads when they saw the roar of the explosion end. What happened? Who won? I don't know. Take a look. It was a fierce battle. Countless pirates looked forward to the center of the island, the center of the battle. A doomsday-like horror scene appeared in front of everyone. Because of the explosion, the entire island has been disintegrated from the center and split into 6 pieces. On every shattered island stood a human being. It can be said that the entire island has been completely destroyed because of Bai Ye's battle. Hee. This is the strength of the captain of the Rocks pirate team. It's really powerful. Bai Ye took a deep breath, frowned, and looked at a hideous wound bleeding on his chest. Magnetic Healing. Bai Ye immediately activated the ability of the magnetic fruit. The strong magnetic force constantly stimulates the wound and activates the cells near the wound. The rapid division of these cells stopped the bleeding first. After briefly treating the injury, Bai Ye looked up at the other 5 people. The 5 of them were also affected by the shock just now, and more or less suffered a lot of injuries. Among them, Whitebeard's iconic white beard turned black directly, and a wound appeared on his left arm. As for the Golden Lion's long golden hair, it was cut off directly, and it looked like a rooster, with blood dripping from its right hand. Followed by Charlotte Linlin, the clothes on her body were directly destroyed in the energy impact, and her body was also covered with several scars. The worst of these were Captain John and Akoku. Both of them were covered in blood, their faces were pale, and they looked crumbling. It can be said that there is no winner in this battle, and everyone is more or less injured. However, judging from the injuries on several of them, it can be seen that there is still a big gap in strength between the captains of the Rocks Pirates. Kulie Lie, what an astonishing brat! Whitebeard flicked his injured arm. He didn't care about his wound, instead he looked at Bai Ye and said with a smile. Little devil, your strength is really good, do you want to join the Rocks Pirates? Hearing what Whitebeard said, Bai Ye thought for a while and continued. I agree to join the Rocks Pirates. Bai Ye is a pirate now, and this is the Rocks era, what else can he do if he doesn't join the Rocks Pirate group? More importantly, just after the battle ended, a voice that only Bai Ye could hear rang in his ears. Ding! After some battles, the progress of magnetic fruit cultivation has increased by 5%. Ding! After some battles, armament hackies cultivation progress has increased by 6%. Ding! After some battles, observation hacky practice progress increased by 3%. Sure enough, only by fighting the strong can one improve one's ability faster. In the Rocks Pirates, the most indispensable thing is all kinds of strong men. In the Rocks Pirates, you must be able to improve your strength as soon as possible. Chapter 11. Hearing that Bai Ye agreed to join the Rocks Pirates, Whitebeard, Golden Lion, Charlotte Linlin and others were a little moved, and immediately looked at Bai Ye, not caring about their injuries. Haha, I knew you would definitely choose to join. Bai Ye, join my team. Be my right and left hand. Golden Lion was the first to extend an invitation to Bai Ye. Bai Ye, a powerful man like you should join my team. Charlotte Linlin showed off her figure and said to Bai Ye seductively. Bai Ye, you should join my team. I can make you the vice-captain. That's right, the position of vice-captain of my team is also reserved for you. Akoku and Captain John immediately extended invitations to Bai Ye. Through the melee just now, Bai Ye's strength has been recognized by them. As long as Bai Ye can join their fan team, the strength of their fan team will definitely be improved. I'm not interested in joining your team. I want to be the team captain myself. Bai Ye refused all the going, and said with a firm tone. You want to be the captain of the squad? Hearing Bai Ye's words, the people around couldn't help being stunned. Kulie, it's really interesting. With your strength, you can indeed be the captain of the team. But it is not so easy to become the captain of the Rocks Pirates. Hearing Bai Ye's words, Whitebeard laughed and said. Oh, what do I need to do? Bai Ye asked Whitebeard curiously. Facing Bai Ye's question, Whitebeard didn't hide it, and said immediately. If you want to become the captain of the Rocks Pirates, in addition to having great strength, you also need courage. Only those who have successfully robbed the gold in the sky once are qualified to be the team captain. Are you robbing the gold in the sky? Sounds very interesting. Bai Ye couldn't help but said. The Rocks Pirates really deserve to be the most powerful pirate group now, and the way to become the captain of the squadron is also so simple and rude, it is actually robbing the gold in the sky. Heavenly gold, what is this? This is the treasure that the member countries of the world government donate to the celestial dragons every year. At that time, a marine warship will be escorted to the holy land of Marie Joyce. It can be said that robbing the gold in the sky will not only be wanted by the world government, but also hunted by the marine. It is even said that even if they successfully snatch the heavenly gold, Marine Admiral will be dispatched. Therefore, robbing the gold in the sky requires not only strength, but also courage. I've decided, I want to rob the heavenly gold and become the captain of the team. Bai Ye said in a very positive tone. Haha, very good. I really didn't misread you. Hearing Bai Ye's plan to rob the heavenly gold, Whitebeard laughed out loud, and was very optimistic about Bai Ye. As for the other team captains, they were all very disappointed when they heard that Bai Ye planned to rob the heavenly gold and become the captain of the team. Originally, they came to look for Bai Ye and invite Bai Ye to join their team, so they even had a scuffle. But they never expected that none of them got Bai Ye, and instead got injured all over. The team captains returned to their boats depressed, and quickly treated their injuries. You must know that the Rocks pirate group is also a pirate group that preys on the weak and the strong. They often fight each other and often have big battles. If you don't recover from your injuries quickly, you may be killed. Hakinosu. Bai Ye set foot on the island and looked towards the whole Hakinosu. Is this Hakinosu? The headquarters of the Rocks pirates. Bai Ye looked at the huge skeleton building in the center of the island and the countless pirates fighting on the island, and said with great interest. With so many pirates, I can fight as much as I want and improve my strength as soon as possible. Haha, Bai Ye, you just stay on Hakinosu. When the ship escorting the gold from the sky is found, someone will notify you. However, before again, you need to get the captain's approval. Whitebeard said to Bai Ye. Bai Ye Whitebeard is still very optimistic, and even in Whitebeard's view, it is only a matter of time before Bai Ye becomes the captain of the team. I see. Hearing what Whitebeard said, Bai Ye also nodded in response. The arrival of Bai Ye, a newcomer, quickly attracted the attention of other pirates on Hakinosu Island. Look, there's a newcomer on the island? Right next to Whitebeard. Newcomer? Is this Whitebeard's new recruit? Hey, isn't this Magneto Bai Ye? I heard that all the team captains are inviting him. Did he join the Whitebeard pirates? No, the latest news, Magneto Bai Ye has not joined any fan teams, he wants to be the team captain. Captain Fan? Are you kidding me? He's just a rookie pirate. Yes. What qualifications does a rookie pirate have to be the captain of the squad? Are all new pirates now so arrogant? It's really too arrogant, a rookie actually wants to be the captain of the team. Go, let's try the strength of this newcomer. The members of the Rocks pirates are a bunch of crazy people, all cruel pirates with strong Yamato. Now hearing that Bai Ye, a newcomer to the pirates, wants to be the captain of the Rocks pirates, they are all very unconvinced. A rookie pirate, what qualifications does he have to be the captain of the Rocks pirate team? Many members of the Rocks pirates plan to trouble Bai Ye. If Bai Ye is weak, they don't mind killing Bai Ye directly. This is the Rocks pirates, a pirate group full of battles, cruelty, and killing. Just as Bai Ye had just entered the island, less than 10 minutes later, a group of more than a dozen pirates stopped Bai Ye directly. Hey, brat! Are you Magneto Bai Ye? I heard that you are going to be the team captain. The leading pirate looked at Bai Ye and said arrogantly. Chapter 12. Seeing these pirates blocking him, Bai Ye couldn't help frowning. These pirates all looked fierce and vicious, and it seemed that the visitors were not good. However, Bai Ye didn't care either. Because in Bai Ye's perception, the pirates in front of him are too weak, and he can easily kill them with a wave of his hand. Yes, I am Bai Ye. What are you guys doing? Do you want to join my team? However, your strength is too weak, I don't accept trash. Bai Ye glanced at these pirates and said very disdainfully. What? UBD. You actually said that our strength is weak. Brothers, let this newcomer see how powerful we are. Hearing Bai Ye say that they are weak, the 10 pirates were very angry, all the weapons in their hands were unsheathed, and they glared at Bai Ye one by one. The members who can join the Rocks pirate group are all killed out of thousands of pirates, and they are all the best among the pirates. Therefore, now that Bai Ye, a new pirate, actually said that they are weak, how can these pirates not be angry? Now, they just want to kill the new pirate in front of them, and let these new pirates see how powerful they are. Little devil, die to me. Kill him together. Remember, it was my Uncle Braun who killed you. Holding weapons in their hands, these pirates roared and rushed towards Bai Ye. Do you want to die so much? If that's the case, then I will fulfill you. Facing these pirates rushing over, a powerful magnetic force burst out from Bai Ye's body. Accompanied by a strong magnetic force, a piece of pitch-black sand and iron emerged from the ground, surrounding Bai Ye. What is this? Break it for me. Seeing the black sand and iron around Bai Ye, the pirates didn't think too much, they raised their weapons and chopped them off. Boom! There was a loud crash. These seemingly weak sand and iron were indeed extremely hard. The weapons in the hands of these pirates can't break the sand and iron at all. On the contrary, because of the huge strength, the hands of these pirates were numb from the shock. Desert burial. When these pirates attacked Bai Ye also acted. I saw that under Bai Ye's control, the sand and iron quickly flew up and rushed towards the pirates. Soon, the iron sand covered all the pirates, each of them looked like rice dumplings, suspended in mid-air. Damn it, these things, break them for me. BD, it's so hard. It can't be broken at all. These pirates kept struggling, trying to break the iron sand on their bodies, but unfortunately, no matter how hard they struggled, it was useless. With their strength, it is impossible to break these sand and iron. You can go die now. Looking at these struggling pirates, there was a cruel smile on the corner of his mouth, followed by a firm grip with his right hand. Accompanied by Bai Ye's movement, the iron sand shrank rapidly under Bai Ye's control. Ah, help! No, pft! In a series of screams, the pirate in the iron sand was crushed and exploded. Countless blood scattered from the sky, sprinkled all over the earth, and dyed the surrounding ground red. But with Bai Ye as the center, there is no bloodline within a radius of 1 meter. Bai Ye is like the winner is king, standing in the blood. Who else? After killing these dozen pirates, Bai Ye looked into the distance. Not far away, there are still many pirates who have opinions on Bai Ye and want to do it. But now, hearing Bai Ye's voice, and seeing Bai Ye brutally killing these dozen pirates, all of them backed away in fear. This brat actually killed Braun and the others like this. It actually crushed Braun and the others to death, how terrifying. It's really cruel. Are we still on? What the hell, go away. He's a monster. This kind of monster is not something we can fight against. Seeing Bai Ye's strength, these pirates who wanted to find fault all left here quickly in desperation. Haha, very good. You are Bai Ye. With a burst of wild laughter, Rox walked over from a distance. After seeing Bai Ye, Rox widened his eyes, and a powerful haki burst out. The soaring aura spread rapidly like a deep black air wave. Everyone suddenly felt terrified, and the sky and the earth also changed color. Some pirates who were relatively close were directly hit by the powerful conqueror's haki, and passed out with blood spitting out of their mouths. The captain is here. This is a good show to watch. I don't know, Bai Ye, can he resist the captain's haki? Seeing the appearance of Rox and haki released by Rox, the surrounding Whitebeard, Golden Lion, Charlotte Linlin and others all look like they are watching a good show. They all knew very well that this was Rox testing Bai Ye's strength. As the captain of the Rox pirates, Rox will not let the weak be his captain. Only those whose strength has been recognized by Rox are eligible to compete for the position of team captain. If Bai Ye can't resist the captain's haki, then can't I just shoot and take him down? Charlotte Linlin rested her chin on her fingertips, stared at Bai Ye with her beautiful eyes, and said playfully. This is Conqueror's haki. Feeling the haki coming from Rox, Bai Ye released the Conqueror's haki without the slightest hesitation. A wave of crimson haki directly met Rox's haki. Bang! Boom! Two powerful Conqueror's haki collided together, and the sky changed suddenly. Countless deep black turbid red air waves spread rapidly towards the surroundings. Chapter 13. Boom! On the island, two kinds of haki collided. On one side is the deep black air wave of Rox, and on the other is Bai Ye's deep red air wave. Two powerful conquerors haki collided, creating a huge shock. The entire island trembled immediately, like an earthquake. Even the sea water not far away became boiling because of the impact of haki, like a tsunami erupting. But it wasn't over yet. The impact of haki's collision went straight into the sky. It directly penetrated the dark clouds in the sky, and it looked like the sky was split from a distance. Seeing that Bai Ye blocked Rock's haki attack, Whitebeard and the others were also very surprised. Bai Ye actually has Conqueror's haki. Haha, it's really interesting. However, Captain's haki is not so simple. Yes. I just don't know how long Bai Ye can resist. 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. Whitebeard, Golden Lion and the team captains are very surprised to see that Bai Ye also has Conqueror's haki. But it's also right to think about it, with Bai Ye's strength, he should have Conqueror's haki. Now they are wondering how long Bai Ye can resist in the hands of rocks. Conqueror's haki? Seeing the Conqueror's haki released by Bai Ye, Rocks also smiled, while the haki on his body continued to increase. Boom! In an instant, the Conqueror's haki on Rocks exploded. With the rocks as the center, the surrounding ground exploded directly, and countless cracks spread rapidly towards the surroundings. So strong! Facing the sudden surge of Rock's haki, Bai Ye was not to be outdone. Conqueror's haki also improved rapidly, meeting the Rock's haki attack. Oh, the little boy actually has such a powerful Conqueror's haki. In that case, seeing that Bai Ye blocked his attack again, Rocks also felt very surprised, and haki raised another level at the same time. Damn it, hold on to me. Facing haki, who was once again strengthened by the rocks, Bai Ye clenched his teeth, and also promoted haki without retreating at all. Boom! 2 haki who suddenly rose, once again blasted a black and red wave in midair. Immediately afterwards, the collision of the 2 air streams made a tearing sound. Like thunder and lightning, it spread in the sky, terrifying. How is this possible? Bai Ye's Conqueror's haki is so powerful. This guy, how could he be so strong? Whitebeard, Golden Lion, Charlotte Linlin and others couldn't help showing surprised expressions when they saw Bai Ye who was actually confronting rocks. At the same time, in order to prevent them from being affected by haki, they also quickly stabilized their figures. Although Bai Ye has Conqueror's haki, they are not surprised. But they didn't expect that Bai Ye's haki would be so powerful that he could fight against Captain Rocks. You know, with the Conqueror's haki released by Captain Rocks now, even if they want to resist, it is not so easy. This guy, at such a young age, actually has such a powerful haki. Rocks himself, seeing Bai Ye resisting his Conqueror's haki, was extremely surprised. However, he was more excited. If a strong person like Bai Ye joins his own pirate group, the strength of the pirate group will definitely increase again. I am getting closer and closer to becoming the king of the world. Ha 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 ha. That is really good. Rocks burst into laughter like never before. Accompanied by his laughter, the surrounding haki exploded again like a volcano. The berserk haki turned into a black air wave, constantly surging, directly defeated Bai Ye's haki, and began to push back Bai Ye's haki. Not good. Feeling that his haki was defeated, Bai Ye wanted to improve his haki again. But it's a pity that Rock's haki is too powerful. With Bai Ye's current Conqueror's haki level, he can't compete with Rock's haki at all. Rock's powerful haki has completely suppressed Bai Ye. The only thing Bai Ye can do now is to surround the Conqueror's haki and resist the attack of Rock's haki with difficulty. Captain! It's all right. The captain's haki is too strong. If haki continues to spread, the entire island will be destroyed. Faced with the Conqueror's haki released by Rocks, Whitebeard, Golden Lion and others also had serious expressions on their faces. It is also running its own haki, resisting the dark black air waves rushing around. As for the pirates on the island, some of the weaker pirates just foamed at the mouth and fainted. As for some of the more powerful pirates, they were also intimidated by haki, and they were frightened physically and mentally, lying on the ground like dead dogs. At the same time, because of the powerful haki, the entire island began to shake and began to crack. It can be said that if haki continues to spread, the entire island will soon be destroyed. However, the rocks clearly have no intention of destroying their base camp. Seeing that he had completely suppressed Bai Ye, the haki all over his body suddenly retracted. Bai Ye, you are very kind. As long as you can snatch the gold from the sky, you will be the new captain of the Rocks Pirates. Rocks glanced at Bai Ye, left directly, and returned to the skeleton building in the center of the island. Call. Feeling the news of Rocks' haki, Whitebeard, Golden Lion, they all breathed a sigh of relief. The haki of the rocks just now was so terrifying that even they couldn't resist. Is this the strength of rocks? One day, I will have such power. Looking at the distant rocks, Bai Ye clenched his fists and said with certainty. Although the rocks are very strong now, Bai Ye is not discouraged. Bai Ye is a person with a game system, a digital body. Bai Ye believes that as long as he is given time, he will have such strength, even surpassing the strength of rocks. Chapter 14. After being tested by Rocks' haki, Bai Ye temporarily stayed in the Rocks Pirates. Now as long as Bai Ye successfully snatches the heavenly gold once and brings the heavenly gold back to the Rocks Pirates, Bai Ye is considered to be the real captain of the Rocks Pirates. However, now is not the day when the world government escorts the heavenly gold. Bai Ye needs to wait for a while. As for Bai Ye now, Bai Ye can only be regarded as an ordinary member of the Rocks Pirates, half the captain of the Rocks Pirates. Of course, Bai Ye was not idle on the island, and began to learn various swordsmanship and fighting skills. Although Bai Ye's current strength is very strong, but Bai Ye's current ability is too single. Apart from haki and magnetic fruit, Bai Ye doesn't seem to have any other abilities. Therefore, Bai Ye also wants to take this opportunity to learn some new abilities in the Rocks Pirates. What? Bai Ye, BD, joined the Rocks Pirates. And even became the team leader. Seriously injured, Silver Axe was still bandaged all over his body. He jumped up when he heard the report from his subordinates that Bai Ye had joined. Yes, Captain Silver Axe. As long as Bai Ye successfully snatches the heavenly gold, he will be the new captain of the Rocks Pirates. A pirate looked at what Silver Axe reported. BD, damn it, damn it. How so? How did he become the team leader? Now Silver Axe is very angry, very angry. You know, he just invited Bai Ye some time ago, and wanted Bai Ye to join his fan team. But Silver Axe never imagined that Bai Ye's strength would be so powerful. He failed to invite him, but was beaten instead. He almost died in the hands of Bai Ye, and returned to Hakinosa with his seriously injured body. This incident was spread as a joke throughout the Rocks Pirates. Now many people are starting to laugh at themselves about this matter, and even many people in their own team have begun to have opinions on themselves as the captain of the team. This took a hit to Silver Axe's reputation. Now hearing that Bai Ye has actually joined the Rocks Pirates and is about to become the new team leader, how can Silver Axe not be angry? Damn Bai Ye! I want to kill him, I must kill him. Silver Axe's face was contorted, and he roared angrily. Hakinosu! In a huge open space. Countless pirates are gathering here, even Bai Ye has appeared in a corner of the open space. Because, today is the day when the team leader teaches. In order to improve the strength of the crew of the Rocks Pirates, every once in a while, the captains of the major teams of the Rocks Pirates will come to teach these trainee crew members. Teach yourself your good swordsmanship and knife skills. Of course, if you encounter talented pirates, these team captains will also receive them. As for what Bai Ye is here for, of course it is to follow and learn. Bai Ye is also very curious about Whitebeard, Golden Lion, and Charlotte Linlin's sword and knife skills. In the anticipation of everyone, Whitebeard, who was burly, wearing a coat and holding a big sharp knife, came over. Whitebeard walked to the middle of the clearing and slammed the end of Amakanjayun's handle towards the ground. Boom! An invisible shock spread to the surroundings, immediately attracting everyone's attention. All around suddenly fell silent. Even some veteran members of the Rock's pirates couldn't help showing respect in their eyes when facing Whitebeard. Because, Whitebeard is one of the most powerful members of the Rock's pirates. One of the captains of the Rock's pirates. Hey, that guy. Whitebeard also noticed Bai Ye not far away, and he knew very well that Bai Ye wanted to learn his own sword skills. However, Whitebeard didn't care either. My own swordsmanship is not something I can learn if I want to. If my swordsmanship is so easily learned by others, I am not qualified to be called Whitebeard. Today, I will teach you Tienkong swordsmanship. This is the swordsmanship I formed through continuous fighting. Whitebeard withdrew his gaze, looked at the many pirates in front of him and said involuntarily. At the same time, he raised Tienkong Jiun in his hand and began to practice quickly. With Whitebeard's burly body, he kept waving the big sharp knife Tienkong Jiun, with momentum like a rainbow, like a tiger descending a mountain. Faced with Whitebeard's demonstration, all the pirates stared at Whitebeard with their eyes wide open, as if they wanted to remember all of Whitebeard's actions. But it is a pity that Whitebeard's swordsmanship is too advanced. Even if pirates like them want to learn, it is not so easy to learn. But there is one exception here, and this person is Bai Ye. Ding, the original creator personally practiced it. Congratulations to host for learning Amakonoyan swordsmanship. Hearing the sound of the system and feeling the information in his mind, Bai Ye couldn't help but smile. Amazono swordsmanship. Whitebeard's swordsmanship. Sure enough, coming to the Rock's pirates is the right choice. The corner of Bai Ye's mouth couldn't help showing a smile. Bai Ye is a person who has cheats, therefore, Bai Ye can easily learn swordsmanship that is very difficult for others. Having fully demonstrated his sword skills, Whitebeard paused. This is my Amazon swordsmanship. How much you can learn depends on your ability. After speaking, Whitebeard directly sat on the big box beside him, holding a glass of wine in his hand, and looked at the many pirates in front of him with great interest. The reason why Whitebeard is like this is because he wants to see if these pirates have learned their own swordsmanship. If the strength and talent are acceptable, I can absorb it into my team. Hey, how are you? Have you mastered? It's too difficult. This is the sword technique that Whitebeard is facing. It's impossible to master it in a short time. That's right. Whether it's power or moves, it's not easy to master. Countless pirates gathered together and discussed with each other. Many pirates shook their heads directly, lamenting the power of Whitebeard's swordsmanship. There are also countless pirates gesticulating, constantly thinking and researching. Chapter 15. Whitebeard looked at these pirates who kept gesticulating and never mastered their own sword skills, and shook his head very disappointed. The talent of these pirates is too bad, the strength is too weak, and they are not qualified to join their own team at all. At this time, Whitebeard noticed Bai Ye not far away, and walked over with a smile. Bai Ye, how is my swordsmanship? As long as you join my team, I will personally guide you to practice. Whitebeard looked at Bai Ye and said. Although Whitebeard knows that Bai Ye wants to be the team captain, Whitebeard is still very optimistic about Bai Ye and is still inviting Bai Ye. Yes. Join Dad's squad. Father's swordsmanship is difficult and very powerful. Marco, who stayed beside Whitebeard, also looked at Bai Ye and said. Swordsmanship. Is it difficult? Hearing what Whitebeard and Marco said, Bai Ye shook his right hand. A piece of magnetic force condensed, and countless iron sands gathered towards Bai Ye's hand, and soon turned into a weapon like Amazono and appeared in his hand. Amazon Cloud, cut. With a weapon in hand, Bai Ye slashed at a rock not far away. Boom! A huge slash directly hit the huge rock, and the rock exploded directly, turning into some fragments. This is my swordsmanship? Seeing Bai Ye's slash, Whitebeard was not only taken aback, his eyes widened. Whitebeard is very sure, this is definitely his own swordsmanship. The big stone that was torn apart was like a shattered trace. Obviously, it is the power-generating technique that I learned from shock fruit. This is too exaggerated. Could it be that he only took 1 hour? He learned the sword skills he had accumulated over time. Whitebeard's heart is very complicated now, and he can't describe it in words for a while. And Bai Ye's actions quickly attracted the attention of the surrounding pirates. What is that guy doing? He seems to have used Tian Kanjiun's swordsmanship just now. I saw it too. Impossible, Whitebeard only taught it once, how could anyone learn? Yes, Whitebeard's swordsmanship is very advanced. I have studied it for so long, but I still don't have any clue. Jojo was studying swordsmanship pirates, and they all looked at Bai Ye and the broken stone in front of him and started discussing in doubt. You really learned my sword skills? After being surprised, Whitebeard looked at Bai Ye and asked. Of course, it's not too difficult. Bai Ye nodded as if nothing had happened. After hearing Bai Ye's words, the surrounding marines felt as uncomfortable as if they had eaten flies. What is not difficult? Didn't you see all the pirates present, and didn't even understand the moves? One more blow and see. Whitebeard looked at Bai Ye and continued. Whitebeard didn't mind Bai Ye learning his own sword skills. But now Bai Ye said that he learned his own swordsmanship directly after demonstrating it once, and Whitebeard still didn't believe it. Hearing this, Bai Ye nodded, and holding the sky cloud made of sand and iron, he came to a bigger rock. Whitebeard and all the pirates around watched Bai Ye strike again solemnly. Tian Yun cut from. Bai Ye raised the long knife in his hand, and then quickly slashed towards the stone in front of him. Boom! A slash hit the rock, and the huge rock was directly shattered and turned into fragments. You really learned. You are really a monster version of a genius. Seeing Bai Ye using his own sword skills again, Whitebeard once again showed an incredible expression in his eyes, and said with great emotion. Whitebeard has been out in the sea for some time and has seen a lot of talent. But wanting Bai Ye to learn his own sword skills in an hour, Whitebeard was the first to meet him. The current Bai Ye can no longer be described as a genius, he is simply a monster. Not only Whitebeard, but even the surrounding pirates all exclaimed when they saw Bai Ye using Whitebeard's sword skill again. My god! It's not true. Bai Ye really learned Whitebeard's sword skills. Of course it's true. Didn't you hear what Whitebeard said himself? Bai Ye is so powerful, I heard that she will soon become the team leader. I must join Bai Ye's team. Me too, I want to join. The pirates looked at Bai Ye and said excitedly. The Rocks Pirates were originally a pirate group with supreme strength. Whoever is stronger will have more followers. But now that Bai Ye has shown great strength, naturally he has been followed by many pirates. What happened? What happened here? Hearing the movement here, Golden Lion came over very curiously. Captain Golden Lion is like this. Bai Ye just watched a demonstration and learned Captain Whitebeard's sword skills. Yes. Captain Whitebeard admits. Bai Ye is really amazing. Seeing the Golden Lion approaching, the other pirates said hastily. What? What are you talking about? Demonstrate once and learn Whitebeard's sword skills? Are you kidding me? Golden Lion's first reaction was disbelief. Golden Lion is also very clear about Whitebeard's swordsmanship. This is the unique swordsmanship that Whitebeard has accumulated over time, coupled with the ability of his own shock fruit. Although Golden Lion admits that Bai Ye has such a strong strength at such a young age, he is indeed a genius. But if he learned Whitebeard's swordsmanship just by watching it once, he wouldn't believe it even if he killed Golden Lion. Whitebeard, you can't be mistaken. The Golden Lion looked at Whitebeard and said. Coulier, I don't believe Bai Ye can do it either. However, Bai Ye really learned my sword skills. Whitebeard looked at the Golden Lion and said very positively. If you don't believe me, you can demonstrate your sword skills next time. Whitebeard said, looking at the Golden Lion. Chapter 16. Shall I demonstrate my sword skills? Hearing Whitebeard's words, Golden Lion suddenly paid attention, looked at Bai Ye and said with a smile. I can demonstrate my own sword skills. However, if you can't learn it, you have to join my squad. That's right, Golden Lion is also very optimistic about Bai Ye's strength. If there is a chance, Golden Lion also wants to subdue Bai Ye and make Bai Ye his own team. No problem. Hearing Golden Lion's words, Bai Ye agreed without thinking. Okay, then you have to watch. I will only demonstrate once. Hearing Bai Ye's words, Golden Lion was very excited, and the two famous knives around his waist were unsheathed at the same time. Holding a famous knife in each hand, he waved it. In addition to being a lion fruit capable user, Golden Lion is also a powerful swordsman. A swordsman with two swords. In the hands of Golden Lion, the two famous knives were like sharp knives out of their sheaths, and every time they slashed, a huge slash would erupt. Coupled with Golden Lion's flying golden long hair, the current Golden Lion is really like an angry lion. Of course, in order to convince Bai Ye to join his team, Golden Lion is also explaining his sword skills in detail. Bai Ye, I'm a double knife swordsman. This is the sword technique I developed according to lion fruit. The reason why Golden Lion explained it in such detail is that he believed that it was impossible for Bai Ye to learn his own sword skills so quickly. You know, my swordsmanship is a swordsmanship that I have studied for more than 10 years, and it is a swordsmanship developed with my lion fruit. No matter how talented Bai Ye is, it will be impossible to learn it in a short while. Captain Golden Lion is teaching swordsmanship. Let's go and learn. I haven't learned Captain Whitebeard's swordsmanship, I must learn Captain Golden Lion's swordsmanship. Wow! Golden Lion's swordsmanship is so powerful. Seeing that Golden Lion was demonstrating swordsmanship and constantly explaining, countless pirates also gathered. They also want to learn the Golden Lion's sword skills. But Golden Lion's swordsmanship is too profound. Like Whitebeard's swordsmanship, these pirates didn't take long to watch, and each of them was frowning and unhappy. Whoosh whoosh. Soon, Golden Lion's swordsmanship demonstration ended and came to Bai Ye. Bai Ye, how's it going? Have you learned my swordsmanship? Or are you planning to join my squad? Golden Lion looked at Bai Ye and said very confidently. This is Golden Lion's confidence in his swordsmanship. He does not believe that Bai Ye can learn his own swordsmanship just by watching his demonstration. From this point of view, it is a certainty that Bai Ye will join his team. Your swordsmanship, I have already learned. Bai Ye clasped both hands, released a powerful magnetic force, and the sand and iron converged into two long swords. With a long sword in each hand, Bai Ye slashed out forcefully. Chop through. Whoosh. As the long sword in Bai Ye's hand fell, a huge sword energy suddenly appeared and struck the distant sea. Boom! Immediately, the powerful sword energy cut off the sea, cutting the sea in half. What? How is this possible? This is my swordsmanship. You really learned my sword skills. Seeing Bai Ye unleashing his sword skills, Golden Lion's expression at this time was the same as that of Whitebeard just now, and he was also shocked. It turned out to be true. Bai Ye actually learned his own swordsmanship just by watching himself demonstrate once. He is a monster. Golden Lion, thank you so much for your sword skills. Bai Ye flew up, waving the two long swords in his hand continuously. Compared with Whitebeard's open and close Amakonoyan swordsmanship, Bai Ye still prefers Golden Lion's double knife swordsmanship. Golden Lion is a lion fruit capable person, therefore, this set of sword skills of Golden Lion is very suitable for fighting in the air. And Bai Ye is a magnetic fruit ability user, and can also fly like lion fruit. Therefore, Bai Ye can fully display the power of this set of sword skills. Sure enough, the Rocks Pirates are the most correct. Humph, no thanks. Golden Lion snorted coldly, and left here directly. Golden Lion felt that he was at a big loss. Not only did he fail to subdue Bai Ye, but Bai Ye learned his own swordsmanship. Where is Bai Ye? Where is this BD? Just when Bai Ye was happy that he had learned swordsmanship, there was an angry roar in the distance. I saw Silver Axe angrily walking over from a distance with a piece of pirates. Silver Axe, what are you doing? Seeing the angry Silver Axe, Whitebeard frowned questioningly. You know, today is my own teaching day. Silver Axe rushed over angrily with the pirates. No matter how they looked, they were here to make trouble and not give themselves face. Whitebeard, I didn't come to you. I'm here to find Bai Ye. Where is this damn guy Bai Ye? Silver Axe glanced at Whitebeard and shouted angrily. Silver Axe hated Bai Ye deeply, so Silver Axe rushed over with all his men just as his injury was recovering. This time, he not only wants to defeat Bai Ye, but also defeats Bai Ye in front of his own men. Re-establish your reputation and status among the Rocks pirates. Who am I? It turns out that you are the defeated general. How dare you appear in front of me? Bai Ye looked at Silver Axe in front of him, and said very disdainfully. Originally, Silver Axe was not his opponent, but now he has learned swordsmanship. Bai Ye didn't even put Silver Axe in his eyes. Bai Ye, you bloody BD! Today I will definitely kill you. The enemy was extremely jealous when they met, and after seeing Bai Ye, Silver Axe's eyes reopened, glaring at Bai Ye, while tightly holding the huge axe in his hand. Kill me? Hehe, you should be the one who died today. Bai Ye looked at the corner of Silver Axe's mouth and said indifferently. Chapter 17. Humph, Bai Ye, I know your devil fruit ability is very powerful. However, I am not wearing armor today, your devil fruit is useless to me. Silver Axe looked at Bai Ye and said confidently. Although Silver Axe wanted to kill Bai Ye very much, Silver Axe was not stupid either. Through the last defeat, he also learned from the pain to find the reason for his failure. After thinking about it, the reason why he lost to Bai Ye was because Bai Ye's magnetic fruit restrained himself too much. Therefore, this time, Silver Axe didn't have any metal objects on his body except for a giant axe in his hand. From Silver Axe's point of view, without the metal armor on his body, Bai Ye's magnetic fruit is no threat. Bai Ye, who doesn't have the ability of devil fruit, is not his opponent at all. Bai Ye, go to hell with me. Silver Axe let out a roar, and the haki all over his body condensed on the giant axe in his hand, and he jumped and slashed directly at Bai Ye. Facing Silver Axe's fierce attack, Bai Ye didn't have any fear on his face, but was very disdainful. This guy Silver Axe is really too naive. Does he think that he can be defeated without metal on his body? With Bai Ye's current control over magnetic fruit's ability, even if Silver Axe has no metal on him, it is not difficult for Bai Ye to kill him. It is even said that Bai Ye can kill Silver Axe in an instant. But what? Bai Ye didn't act in a hurry. I just learned Whitebeard and Golden Lion's swordsmanship, and I just lack a person who can improve my proficiency. Now that Silver Axe is coming, how can Bai Ye let it go? Sand and iron condense. Tian Kanjiun. Under Bai Ye's control, countless sand and iron gathered quickly, turning into an Amakonoyan long knife like the one in Whitebeard's hand. Amazon Cloud, cut. Under Bai Ye's control, Tian Kanjiun, condensed with sand and iron, quickly attacked Silver Axe out of thin air. Boom! With a loud impact, Tian Kanjiun controlled by Bai Ye collided with the giant axe in Silver Axe's hand, and a powerful impact spread to the surroundings. This is Whitebeard's swordsmanship. UBD, how can you use Whitebeard's swordsmanship? Feeling the powerful force rushing towards him, Silver Axe showed a surprised expression on his face. As the team leader of the Rocks, Silver Axe and Whitebeard have also fought, and are very familiar with Whitebeard's swordsmanship. Therefore, he was very sure that the long knife condensed with sand and iron in front of him was using Whitebeard's swordsmanship. Hehe, it's too early for you to be surprised. It's not over yet. With the thought of Bai Ye, the magnetic force controlled the sand and iron to gather again, turned into two long swords, and attacked Silver Axe again. Double knife flow. Slash wave. A huge sword energy suddenly appeared, slashing towards Silver Axe quickly. Not good. Look at my spinning axe. Sensing Bai Ye's attack, Silver Axe reacted very quickly, the huge axe in his hand slashed quickly, meeting the huge sword energy. Bang! Boom! The huge axe and sword energy collided together, making a huge explosion. Silver Axe also backed up one after another because of the huge force of the slash, and backed up a dozen steps in a row before stabilizing his body. Damn it, this is Golden Lion's swordsmanship. You bloody BD, what's going on? How can you use Golden Lion and Whitebeard's swordsmanship at the same time? The angry Silver Axe couldn't help showing a surprised expression on his face. While Bai Ye was learning Whitebeard and Golden Lion's swordsmanship, Silver Axe wasn't here at all. Therefore, he didn't know that Bai Ye had completely learned the swordsmanship of the two of them just by watching it once. It was precisely because of this that Silver Axe was so surprised to see Bai Ye using the sword skills of the two at the same time. The dead don't need to know so much. Bai Ye didn't talk nonsense with Silver Axe either, he just had a thought. Sand Iron Tian Kanjiun and Sand Iron Twin Swords attacked Silver Axe again. In Bai Ye's mind, Silver Axe is his current tool to increase his proficiency in swordsmanship. Since it is a tool, there is no need to explain so much to him. Damn BD! I must kill you. Seeing Bai Ye ignoring him like this, Silver Axe became even more angry in his heart, tightly holding the giant axe in his hand, and attacked Bai Ye. But this time, before he got close to Bai Ye, Shitai Tian Kanjiun and Shitai Shuangjian rushed up directly. Whitebeard's swordsmanship and Golden Lion's swordsmanship were released at the same time, attacking Silver Axe. Seeing Bai Ye suppressing Silver Axe so easily, all the pirates around were surprised. Is this the strength of Magneto King Bai Ye? It's so powerful. That's right. To actually suppress Captain Silver Axe so easily. Bai Ye hasn't done anything himself yet, Captain Silver Axe has pushed to this level, it seems that this time Captain Silver Axe will be more dangerous. Who asked Captain Silver Axe to provoke Bai Ye? It seems that Captain Silver Axe is really going to die here today. The pirates around were all gloating. Among the rocks pirates, battles often occur. As long as your strength is weak, you will be killed if you are killed. Now Silver Axe is not Bai Ye's opponent, and it's nothing if he was killed by Bai Ye. Even the members of the Silver Axe team, seeing Silver Axe like this, looked like they were watching the show. He even said that many members are already considering, after the death of Silver Axe, they should join that team next. It seems that Captain Silver Axe is really dying. Yeah. Captain Silver Axe is really going to die today. Captain Silver Axe is dead, and his team no longer exists. Let's think about it, let's join that pirate group next. I am more optimistic about the Whitebeard pirates. Whitebeard is not only powerful, but also very generous to his opponents. He can get treasures every time. I want to join Captain Linlin's team. Captain Linlin's figure is really. I'm optimistic about the Golden Lion team. Chapter 18. Bai Ye is a magnetic fruit capable person, relying on magnetic fruit's ability to control Sand Iron Amakonoyan and Sand Iron Twin Swords. Bai Ye doesn't have to fight in person at all. So, now there is a battle scene that makes people feel very surprised. I saw Bai Ye with his hands in his pockets, looking very relaxed. And not far from Bai Ye, the Sand Iron Tian Kanjiun and the Sand Iron Twin Swords were constantly launching various violent slashes at Silver Axe. Facing the sword skills of Whitebeard and Golden Lion, Silver Axe can now be said to have retreated one after another, and can only resist with difficulty. Ordinarily, Silver Axe can become the captain of the Rocks Pirates, and his strength should be very strong. But who made him unlucky and provoked Bai Ye? Bai Ye is stronger than Silver Axe. First, he was seriously injured by Bai Ye with a magnetic fruit. Now that Bai Ye has learned the sword skills of Whitebeard and Golden Lion, Silver Axe is no match for Bai Ye. Moreover, Bai Ye doesn't even have to do it himself now. Only relying on the sand and iron weapons controlled by magnetic fruit has completely suppressed Silver Axe. It even said that if Bai Ye wanted to kill Silver Axe, he could instantly kill him. But what? Bai Ye is using him to hone his proficiency in swordplay. Therefore, Bai Ye is not in a hurry to solve Silver Axe. When Bai Ye attacked Silver Axe, he did not forget to observe the members of the Silver Axe team. Anyway, Bai Ye will become the captain of the team in the future, and Silver Axe will be solved by himself. Therefore, these team members of Silver Axe will be themselves in the future. These members are free to choose. Hey, this person. It can't be her. At this time, Bai Ye saw a familiar face in the Silver Axe team. This is a short-haired girl with black hair and black eyes, smoking a cigarette and looking at Silver Axe, who is being beaten up by Bai Ye. It seems that Captain Silver Axe is really dying. We have to find a way out in advance. The short-haired girl with black hair and black pupils couldn't help saying, seeing Silver Axe's miserable appearance. Yet, how can Captain Silver Axe be so bad? Shucky, do you have any good ideas? Another pirate asked the short-haired girl. That's right, the short-haired girl in front of me is called Shucky, and she will be the proprietress of Shucky's ripped-off bar on Sabayati Archipelago. He is also an informant, holding a lot of information on the entire ocean. At the same time, Rayleigh, who has been living in seclusion, is also taken in. It's just that the current Shucky doesn't have any future forces. Now she is just an ordinary member of the Silver Axe team who just joined the Rocks Pirates. Originally, Shucky thought that by joining Silver Axe's team, he could get the protection of the Rocks Pirates. But she never thought that her captain, Silver Axe, would be so weak. Shucky can already imagine that after today, the Rocks Pirates will not have a Silver Axe team. Thoughts? Do we have other options? It's nothing more than joining other teams. Whitebeard's team, Golden Lion's team, or Charlotte Linland's team. The short-haired girl named Shucky took a deep breath of the cigarette and said indifferently. You know, the Rocks Pirates are a pirate group with the utmost strength, fierce competition, and danger. For profit, for status, for treasure, the companions who were drinking together one moment will meet with swords the next moment. Now their Silver Axe captain is about to be defeated, and the Silver Axe team no longer exists. And those who used to be from the Silver Axe team became the targets of other teams. Other fan teams will definitely take this opportunity to quickly recruit members of the former Silver Axe fan team. Hey, since you have no idea, why don't you join my team? At this moment, Bai Ye appeared in front of Shucky and said directly. Now that he knew that the girl in front of him was Shucky, how could Bai Ye let it go? Therefore, Bai Ye intends to directly accept Shucky as his subordinate. You invited me to join your team. But you're not the team leader yet. Seeing Bai Ye who invited him, Shucky looked at Bai Ye in front of him with great interest. Captain Fan? Isn't this something within reach? Bai Ye said very easily. It's true, with your strength, you can easily become the captain of the team. Shucky looked at Silver Axe who was being pressed and beaten by Bai Ye, and nodded very positively. With Bai Ye's ability to beat Silver Axe violently now, there is no problem in snatching the gold in the sky. If it looks like this, Bai Ye will definitely become the new captain of the Rocks Pirates. In this case, please take care of me, future captain. Shucky looked at Bai Ye and said with a smile. Shucky, welcome to my team. Hearing that Shucky agreed, a smile appeared on the corner of Bai Ye's mouth. And Silver Axe, who was fighting, saw where Bai Ye was inviting his men, and heard the conversation between the two. Silver Axe became furious like a volcanic eruption. Fighting here by myself, Bai Ye, this damn guy, is actually poaching his own corner. And Shucky, who actually agreed to Bai Ye's invitation, is simply betraying himself. How could he bear it when he started looking for another family before he died? If I can't solve Bai Ye now, can't I also solve the traitor Shuki? Thinking of this, the enraged Silver Axe directly shifted the attack target and rushed towards Shuki. Shuki, you traitor, die for me! The enraged Silver Axe swung the huge axe in his hand, attacking Shuki fiercely with a mighty momentum. Not good. Shuki is just an ordinary member of the Rocks Pirates, not an opponent of Silver Axe at all. Facing the fierce blow of Silver Axe, his face suddenly turned pale. Silver Axe, you dare to attack the person I like, you are courting death. In that case, I will fulfill you. Super Electromagnetic Gun. Seeing Silver Axe rushing towards Shuki, a gold coin appeared in Bai Ye's hand. With a flick of Bai Ye's thumb, the gold coin flew into the air. An electric spark flashed, and the gold coin turned into a stream of light, flying towards Silver Axe. Chapter 19. For the guy Silver Axe, Bai Ye didn't take it to heart at all. As for Silver Axe attacking him, Bai Ye only regarded him as a tool.